I'm a living example of you can get punched in the face and get back up, because I'm the modern day Aztec warrior.
Sound cave.
Welcome back to MMA Underground, your favorite part of Wednesday. I'm one half the dynamic duo known as Buddy V with the one and only
Sam K. And shit, man, we got two phenomenal guests in the building. Two of the biggest names coming out of the West Coast, that's Streeteefs West Coast. We have the one, the only, Wero in the building.
What's happening?
And we have the one and only two-time champ in the building, 619.
What's up, everybody?
How we doing?
Good, brother.
So, can you hear us, 619? You good?
Check 1 2. The one and only is here.
Okay. So, man, things have been brewing for the past 2 weeks or so, and I think if we give the mic to Wero, I think things have been brewing for much longer than that. What's going on? You two seem to not be what it was. You guys had a podcast at one point. We were bros, and then now it seems like it's hermanos no más.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, he's just a liar and a piece of shit. It's about sums it up right there.
Damn.
Okay.
Anything else, mijo? Anything else? You got screenshots? You
That's
got
it.
some more?
That's
You
it.
got any more screenshots?
I did a whole podcast. Check out Heart in the Fight if you want to know all the background.
If you want to see a guy rant for an hour like a whiny ex-girlfriend bitch, go watch that podcast.
Yeah. Why don't you just give me a date? What are you doing in January?
I'm free next month, dude. Pull up.
Nope. What are you doing in January? You already know June doesn't work.
You
We already
talking
discussed
all
this.
that shit,
Yeah.
and you can't fight.
I talked all that shit because you said I'm never fighting Wero. So then I posted a couple memes and I got in your little feelings, and now you're all of a sudden like, let's do it next month. But you only chose next month because you know I can't make next month. You know that's my daughter's birthday.
I did not know you.
You've asked me dozens of times to fight in June over the years, and every single time the answer is no, I can't. You've asked me to corner you, and then you have to rearrange the times that you want to fight. You know this. This is not a surprise to you.
I can't fight in January. I'll be in Colombia, so I can't.
Okay. Then when we have a date, you let me know, and I will be there. Anytime after January.
And for the people who aren't aware, why can't we do next month? Why is that off the table?
Please.
That's my daughter's birthday weekend. This is my daughter's birthday weekend. He knows this. So here's what happened. Here's what happens. He asked me. I said initially, let's do January because January makes the most sense. I made a post about it. It makes the most sense. Reason why it makes the most sense is because he's not welcome at the hot box anymore. So we can't do it here. That takes away several months. And then October is the only other month potentially open, but that's just, we all know October is a Halloween event. It's a fun event. It ain't got the right kind of energy for here. But January does. January has that energy. January, March, an anniversary event.
Did you say I'm not welcome in the house I built?
You didn't build shit.
No, I am the hot box. I made that place what it is. You know what I mean?
That's not true.
Yeah, come on.
The hospitality of the hot
all
box.
my amazing fights, the Shark Tank.
Your fights are the most boring fights that we've had in
the
hot
hot
box.
box. You know what I mean?
You were the most boring fighter that's
I am
ever had a belt.
You know what I mean? We start trends, you know. 619 does a Shark Tank, everybody does a Shark Tank. You know what I mean? We set trends in this bitch.
So are we not January? When can we do it? Because the moment you give me a date 2 months before, we fire up the promos again. I'm gonna talk to Daniel. We're gonna drop some promos, and then we'll have the fight. Tell me when.
I'm free next month. Too. I could whip your ass, and I could also fight Bigfoot the same day. So I need 2 layups in one day.
Sure.
I need 2 alley-oops in one day.
We've discussed it. So January, you're not in Colombia. You're not going anywhere.
I'll be in Colombia. I got some business in Medellin for some import-export stuff.
I'm trying to pull Scarface real quick. No,
He's a liar. He's always lying about everything. So I wouldn't believe him about anything.
So 619.
Yeah. So February, April. Just tell me when. Give me a month that I can make. Anytime after January, I'll make it.
No, if you cover my expenses, that I'll fight you like March or something like that.
No, the March is here at the hot box.
So I need my hotel expenses. I need $500
So
strip club.
this is what I don't understand is because when you took the Venom Black rematch fight, you took that last year, and it was months ahead of time, and you didn't call Venom Black and say cover all my expenses. It makes me think you're scared of catching this right hand. Yeah. Because you've told me when you were drunk before that you never want to fight me because I hit too hard. You've said that before. at Cabo Wabo.
Do we have screenshots of this?
No, none of the screenshots.
Because you're the king of screenshots. So pull that
Indeed.
up. Pull that up.
Sometimes you got to have receipts. I need everybody to understand why I'm going to hurt you, and I'm going to hurt you one way or the other. I'm going to.
You won't even touch me once, bro.
Okay.
You're gonna swing, miss, big gas. I'll hit you a couple body shots, and then you'll take a knee and tell Wade or something.
Then why don't we find out?
No
why don't we find out?
No mas, por favor, get the Mexican off me, please. You know?
Then why don't we find out?
Yeah, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
Take a time frame. You're not available January. When are you available after January?
Let me see.
Because just like you have a trip,
maybe
I know next month, whatever.
Maybe next April or something like that. You know?
Okay, then we'll reconvene roughly January and we'll figure it out.
How about next March at the hot box, the house I built?
No, you're not welcome here.
No, but I'm trying to beat
your ass. I was very clear about that.
I'm trying to beat your ass like in your own property, and then go take a shit in your bathroom and call it a day.
You're not welcome here. I was very clear about that.
Oh, I'll be there. I'll actually be
it's
there.
Very serious for me. It's like 619 thanks is the joke, but I'm going to.
I'll be there next week as well. You know what I mean? Chilling.
At the hot box? At the hot box?
Yeah. Having tacos, chopping it up, you know?
We shall see. We shall see.
I'll be there.
I hope you do.
So let's stay on par, right? We have March, April, we're looking like.
Nope, April. It's not March.
April.
Yeah, we can shoot for April.
It's either March, hot box, or it's never. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's looking like a good date right there. A little bit of April right there. I mean,
April. Yep.
From the beginning of the year, I mean, it's almost a whole
you
year
know what?
from now, just about.
That's fine. Because that's what he's so worried about is the longer we wait.
I'm probably gonna be at a Coachella. So.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Well, then how about we just we call it whenever. You're obviously not gonna fight me. You don't want to fight. You don't want to pick a date.
I'm very much terrified of the great one and only Wero, dude.
Ain't nothing great about me, but I will land this right hand on you, and you will go to sleep.
You'll never land anything on me, bro.
I hope we find out.
No, we have to find out. We you know.
We do. Well, we're finding out one way or the other. It's going to be consensually or it's going to be non-consensually. One way or the other, we're finding the fuck out.
So now you're saying you're going to hit me outside of the cage?
Yeah, you just said you were coming over to my house next week. So yeah, if you show up at my house, I'm sticking you right in that big ass fucking nose.
You're gonna hit me right in my big nose?
Oh yeah.
Why would you hit me if we're street beefs, we're guns down, fight in a cage? What kind of example is that, Wero? That's terrible.
Don't come to my house then. You're not welcome here. I was very clear about that.
But I very much am. people love me in Arizona.
I've never met anybody who loves you in Arizona.
People actually,
I've been here almost 20 years.
Call me the king of Mesa, low key.
Do they? Yeah. Yep.
No, I've actually had people from Wero's. I've actually had people from Wero's camp message me privately, be like, "Hey, wait, what's up with this goofy ass fake beef that Wero created? Is this real?"
Yeah. I've had a lot of people message me too. And they just keep telling me they hope I knock you the fuck out.
Yeah.
And if I can get you in the cage with me, that will happen.
Who are these people? Name them.
Nah, I'm not gonna put them on blast.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna put them on blast. It's private messages.
You're Mr. Put you on blast, Mr. Receipts.
No, I'm Mr. Put you on blast. I'm not putting anybody else on blast. They ain't done anything wrong to me.
Just think of the people that like side with Wero. So we're talking about like McPeak, Scorpio, and the Canadian. These are bums.
None of those three.
These are.
Hey, that's a great segue. That's a great segue, right?
These are bums right here.
None of those three.
Hey,
Anyways,
last week.
What's the date?
Hold on. Let me intervene, y'all. Last week, there was a show on Heart in the Fight, right?
Oh.
And we posed the question: do the people want to see this or not? 619, you were of the belief that nobody wants to see this shit.
Oh, I never said that.
You voted no, you douchebag.
That was definitely the vibe I got. Okay, maybe you didn't say that word for word, but I understood you to not want this, right?
You're being a real Daniel Castillo over here. You know what I mean?
Hey, man. Hey.
Which means you're holding him to what he says.
The
That's
people
all that means.
want what they want. We saw the poll 5-1. The people want what they want. Now, you know, whether or not the people care about what the issues are, that's different. But as far as the fight, what you guys have both brought to this fight, you know, it's been highly entertaining, and the fight itself would be entertaining. You know, if you believe he can't touch you, you got to show us that.
Will he be entertaining? I mean, am I really gonna drive 5 hours, book 2 nights
to go to sleep? To go to sleep in the cage with me. Yes, you are.
You haven't put anybody to sleep, Wero. Who have you put to sleep?
I've got more stoppages from power shots to the face than you do.
I got more stoppages than you, which is crazy. Isn't that crazy?
No, you got more people who gassed, which that happens all the time. You don't have stops because you punched somebody in the face and they didn't want to continue or they couldn't continue. I have those. You don't have those.
You should ask your little bed buddy about that 8-piece I gave his face.
And he stayed standing. You didn't even buckle a knee. He just stood there and stared at you.
Did anybody see McPeak's face afterwards? The boy was leaking terrible. He
wasn't. He literally just stood there and he ate those shots because you have pillow hands.
McPeak came
You've
up
had
to me
pillow hands for years. And you're gonna have pillow hands when we fight.
Apologizing.
I've seen both y'all fights, and see, I like both y'all got stats, right? Wero definitely has some knockout power. I've seen him and some people. 619, you go rounds, and like you said, you did that 15-person Shark Tank or whatever. I mean, I could.
So you say he's got cardio? He's got cardio.
So the question, but the question is, Wero's down for a date. I mean, why can't we just pick a date, man?
Because he's scared.
I need that
because he knows I'm running. He knows I'm training, and that scares him. Because the only thing he has on me is cardio. The only thing you have on me is cardio. That's it. If you're watching this, watch 619's fights. Watch my fights. If I can breathe, you don't touch me. And I'm working on that. I'm going to be able to breathe. We'll see that in August. We'll see that. We'll see that in August.
You need a 12-month training camp?
I said January. And again, you took Venom Black on 7 months. So what's the difference between taking me on 7 months?
When you lose in August and you say, I retire again, I'm done, then what? Then all this goes to shit?
No, that's not going to happen.
What? You've retired like 3 times. You lose.
I retired once.
Every time
I've got 2 more times to go.
You say, I don't got it no more. I'm done. I can't do this shit.
We fought different Canadians though. There ain't no question about that. There ain't no question about that.
You fought a terrible Canadian. What are you talking about?
I fought a Canadian that was very hard to hit.
I fought a prime Canadian undefeated.
No, you didn't. No, I made Canadian a better fighter. He was just in there with you.
Canadian was coming off a viral knockout of what's his face.
Watch.
Yep. Yeah, people thought he was gonna sleep me the same way. I didn't.
Yeah. Well, that's fine, but just prove it to me. Enough yapping. Just prove it to me. Pick a date. Give me a month that I can make. That both of us can make.
How about
if you're
me and you
January.
Me and you
January.
inside
January.
neutral corner boxing ring. That's
January. I'm not flying all the fuck out the neutral corner. You can't afford to fly out there.
I'm down. I'll fly out there. You know, Scarface loves 619. You know what I mean?
He doesn't like you.
He likes.
So, nah. Most people don't. Once somebody gets to know you, they don't like you. So,
it was funny. Like Scarface.
What is it? Is it January? January?
You know what I mean?
Is it January? Is it January? Can we do January?
I like March at the hot box.
See, he just picks dates that he knows.
Let's settle for that April. We were talking about April earlier.
We'll do it.
That
April's
sounds
fine.
about
April
right.
works. Let's run April. Can we do April?
I like May. I like May.
See, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to. That's fine. May, whatever. I don't care.
Cinco de Mayo, weekend. I like it. You know what I mean?
That's fine. I don't care. Just pick a weekend that we can both make it.
And that's here in the Smoke Ranch, correct, May?
Yeah, we're only fighting in the Smoke Ranch. It's the only place. It's a neutral territory. That's what we're doing.
I kind of like that hostile environment. I want the Buster Box fighters like talking shit to me, like why I punch you.
You want that energy from the crowd? Man, I feel it, but like I said, we got dates, we got stuff lined up. I mean, we know people are willing to test themselves. I mean, Wero's down to fight. I mean, and we know that you got in some fights, but man, we got to see a little something. Like, like Sake said, the fans just said something. You've heard people around the scene saying something. And right now, it's like everyone's sitting there waiting. All we need is a stamp to make it official, man. And even
at this point, I'll give up a month. I'll give a month to smoke. So if you want to do March, we'll do March. We'll just do it at the Smoke Ranch. Or May. May is fine. We'll do it at the Smoke Ranch. I'll give them a month. I don't care.
All right.
Looks like somebody said May was hot box.
Somebody, that's my wife. Yeah, May is the hot box. I forgot we took that this month.
Let me zoom in. Yep, it sure was.
Oh, that works.
Yeah, and that's fine. We could do May. We could do May out there too in the Smoke Ranch. I'll let Smoke know he's taking that.
Okay.
That's fine. I'm sure he doesn't have a problem with it.
Yeah, that would make for a perfect way to start the summer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 3 rounds or 1 round beef? What are we doing?
We'll do 3 rounds.
No. I like 1 unlimited round till somebody quits.
Yeah, I know you like that, but 3 rounds.
How about we have an Iron Man match? The first
3
one.
rounds.
No. You get no breaks.
No. Shut the fuck up. 3 rounds.
Yeah. I'm agreeing to your candy ass fight. Now you agree to the terms,
No.
This is
3 rounds.
Negotiations, perrito.
No. Yeah.
Would you ever consider
3 rounds.
a beatdown style where you did 3 rounds, but each round progressively changes styles?
Oh, he doesn't want that.
Yeah. I would.
We'll do boxing. I'm going to beat him at his own game. The self-proclaimed king of Streeteefs West Coast boxing. We'll do 3 rounds.
Right into McPeak's arms.
No, you won't. No. So
Hey,
we're going to do a
1
3-round
round
fight.
of Muay Thai.
We'll do 3 rounds in boxing, and then a couple months later we can fight in Muay Thai.
We've seen Wero's Muay Thai. Just
no, we
look
haven't.
that up. You can look that up. It's embarrassing.
If you say so. So let's start with boxing. Let's start with boxing.
Yeah.
He keeps pushing it out. Take a date. Is it May? May next year?
May.
Next year in May?
We'll start the summer off right.
So for the next month, we're gonna do memes every fucking week or what?
No, I'm done until January, February, March maybe.
Yeah, you sure quiet down quite a bit lately, huh?
I got what I wanted. Your skirt got. I wanted pulled, you were saying I'm never gonna fight you. You were saying I'm never gonna fight you. I posted a couple memes. I got in your little feelings, and then you're like, let's pick a date. So I got what I wanted. I didn't need.
People told you how stupid you sound and look, and then you.
No, actually, everybody's the opposite. They want me to shut you the fuck up.
Yeah.
And I'm going to.
You feel retarded.
So May next year.
You regret it. You.
May next year. Are we doing this in May next year? Is it confirmed? Is it official? Because if you don't nail him down to physically say it, see, again, he's going to just weasel his way out of it.
Somebody said Dia de los Muertos, and that's like October, November. So we might do October, November. I like it.
Yeah, see, he just doesn't want to. So when you're serious, let me know.
Hey, May is the best, if not January.
Yeah, January is the fucking best. January is the future.
I have to talk to my
Mexican Pride,
Daniel, Scarface, Fire Chicken, chop it up real quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Have your managers figure it out. But just yeah, but I mean, you cannot pick a date right now?
I mean, I don't
How
know.
can you not pick a date?
I don't know what God has planned for me
See,
next year.
and this is my point right there. Is like he picks dates for everybody else months out. I mean, Doughboy, they rearranged that 3 or 4 times. The second talk fight, they rearranged that 3 or 4 times. So it just makes me believe you're scared.
Yeah, when 619 wants to fight, 619 fights. You know what I mean?
Okay.
When you hit a certain stature of a fighter, you know what
That's
I mean.
fine.
You could say when you fight who you're gonna fight. You know.
Yeah,
I hit that Mayweather Canelo.
Sounds
stage.
exactly like what a duck would say.
Yeah, I hit that Canelo
You are
Mayweather
ducking.
stage. You know, I
hope it's clear to everybody else because it's very clear to me that he's ducking.
Only gold belts call shots. You know what I mean?
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So here's the thing, champ. You're being directly challenged. You're being directly challenged, champ.
By who?
I don't believe you're scared.
Thank you very much.
But look at your actions, right? Obviously, you don't care because this is what you do. This is what you're doing. But
absolutely,
the champ got to do what the champ does, bro. We got to get the fight. You know what I mean? Make it. Somebody's got to make it a point, right?
Let me tell you a little story about Wero. I told Wero if you beat the Canadian, we could fight, and he failed. So we're just giving. We're just giving.
And that's not what he said. Away. But what he actually said is when he called me and begged me to do a season 4 of Wero the Mexican, I said only if you fight me as the closing portion of that, and he agreed to do that. Then. And
did you do that? And did
you? No, because you couldn't even show up on time to the pop-up podcast we did.
You couldn't do season 4. You could have had a good season and a fight, and
you're a piece of shit. It wouldn't be a good season.
And then you didn't beat the Canadians.
I can also just troll you and get it anyway. I can just troll you and get my fight anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. You and I are gonna be in that ring. I don't know when, but it will happen.
You don't know when. But your back could get blown out again between now and January, bro.
Could.
Yeah. And then what? And then I'm stuck with no fight.
I'm still gonna fight you.
See,
hey, I'm only hearing one person not agreeing to fight. There's only one person who isn't confirming this.
You're like play with the dog with the toy, but you're teasing, man. I love the trolling, I love the fun stuff, but you gotta give the toy, you gotta throw the toy, you gotta let us play too. We're sitting here waiting. I'm like, man, come on.
Shout out to my boy Diesel. My boy Diesel said something real interesting. He said, "There's something special about you just saying no." You know what I mean? Just like Gladiator, homeboys went like this. What do the fans want? And he went, no. You know what I mean? It's powerful to be like, you want it? Nah, you'll get it. Maybe if I want to, you know?
Or are we just beating around, finding a way out? Because that sounds great. That sounds great and empowering.
Sounds amazing, huh? Sounds amazing.
It sounds very empowering, but
it sounds good. It sounds good.
What's more respectable? Gaining that power through the fight and establishing dominance through the fight, or the ability to say no?
Shadows and dust. Samke, shadows and dust.
Samke, what I tell you in the group chat before we even did this podcast, bro? What was going to happen?
Why do you always do this fucking weenie shit? Samke, what did I tell you?
Because you're predictable, bro. You're predictable.
I told you.
You're predictable. It's no. Tank told me. Tank called it that time.
Yeah, but like, stop exposing like what people tell you in text. Like, it's goofy. Like,
there we go.
I'm not gonna tell you what Daniel thinks about you. I'm not gonna tell you what Zach thinks about you. It's goofy. Stop doing that shit.
I know what they think about me. I talk to them all the time. I don't need you to tell me.
Who in the fuck is Ryan? Who is this bum?
Oh, Ryan, that's the chat.
That's the homie.
Who is he?
But
wait. What is this bum's record? Who is this Ryan? What is this bum's record? Tell me.
Oh, Ryan's undefeated, bro.
Oh yeah, where?
Ryan is the internet on the cool. The only person, actually, no, I take that back. The only person to defeat Ryan was Gash. Gash repeatedly beat Ryan.
Well, wait. There's a guy talking shit to a goat who got beat by Gash on me.
No, he's actively searching to get beat by Gash. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation.
Oh, okay.
But anywho, champ, you have the right to do that, right? But what I'm
Yes,
saying
sir.
is, as champion, as a fighter,
Yeah.
we don't back down from challenges. You know what I'm saying? Especially
Oh,
something to
my
this
balls are tingling.
to this severity, right?
Yeah, shout out Free Smoke. Exactly.
I'm just saying.
Man, I want to see the day. I want to get the stamp.
Hey,
And my only thing is, like, as
can
a
you put
fighter,
that? Can you
it's
put
like
that previous
the,
comment back up on the screen real quick?
my question is why though? It's like as a fighter, it's cool to have those things to say that stuff, but like one of the biggest things is the respect that you stand behind business. And that was one of my favorite things is you got in those fight that Shark Tank, those 15 guys you went down, and it was like you fought. But right now you're not fighting, you're not setting the date. And I'm kind of like, come on, 619. I'm trying to like, you're not giving anybody a bone to work with, I'm like, I'm trying to be like, all right, 619 will throw down and stuff, but we're not getting a date. I love the trolling. I love the fun. I love everything, man. But I also want to throw down too, because I personally don't talk a whole lot of mess or troll. But
Do you guys know I offered Wero a spot in that Shark Tank? I told him, jump in there. You want to hit me so bad? Jump in there. He's like, nah, fam, nah. You could have seen Wero try to crack me. Wero maybe could have slapped me. He had the opportunity. I told him, go first or go last. He said, nah, fam, I'm good. That was impressive, though. That was impressive. I'm not going to lie. So he's had opportunities to try to fight me, but he doesn't do it. You know what I mean?
Does having time to train play a role? Because these opportunities seem to be spare opportunities. This situation is we have a date, that's set. It's set later down the line. So
let's ask Wero. Wero, why didn't you jump in the Shark Tank if you want to hit me so bad and get a chance to hit me for a whole minute? Go.
I was running an event all day, and I was reffing most of the day. I just didn't want to. That was back when we are still fairly getting along. So, you're making the part up where I said I wanted to hit you. That didn't happen.
Fairly, huh? Fairly.
Yeah, fairly. You've been a pretty solid piece of shit for about 3 years. For about a year in there, you were pretty solid. But yeah, just kind of got over it. So now, if you just pick a date, we can get past this, at least for the first one.
What? I'm thinking March 2027. Let's make it happen.
Okay. If that's what you want, then let's do it. March. We'll do it at the Smoke Ranch. I'll give Smoke that March. Smoke, you can run March 2027.
Lock it down. Lock it down, Free Smoke.
No, I don't care. I just want a date, man. I just want a date. That's it. A date that we can both have.
There you go.
We need that next year. No later than next year.
Yeah, you already we got some April and May right here, man. We got to get some more or closer. January.
Yeah. Smoke said 2027 to Smoke Ranch. Book it. I don't care. I don't care as long as it's January or later. So I've got shit to do this year. So just pick a time frame. Let's run it.
Sounds good.
Or don't. Or you can just be a duck the rest of your fucking days. I don't care. People always look at you as the guy that ducked.
Quack, quack.
Yeah. And that's fine. Because your little precious reputation is taking a hit after the last few weeks.
No, it hasn't taken nothing.
Yeah, it has. Oh, yeah.
No. Okay. If you think so, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep fighting big, dangerous opponents. You'll keep losing.
Big, huh? You got weight? How many of your opponents? Almost all of them except one.
In a year, people would even ask for this fight. But man, I ain't trying to see Wero fight no more, man. Come on, man. He's on a fight losing streak, man. Fuck Wero. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like watching the fights, man. I mean, like I said, I've seen Wero throw some of those knockout power. I've seen him even when he's training with some of the wrestling and everything else. He's always willing to challenge himself. And I'm seeing right now he's throwing a challenge out. I mean, we've seen him be in uncomfortable positions. We've seen him even go into MMA. And man, come on! I want to see the challenge for the culture, for the people. I mean, come on, man. Especially, it's like after all the history, it was the Wero and the Mexican and everything kind of unfolded. And it's like, shit happens. It is what it is. But that's what I love about Streeteefs. We're here to settle it out. We got 2 fists, 1 and 2, and we can just punch each other and call it a day. And
yeah, Smoke got a point. Look, there's Smoke got a point right there. Because you're going to lose to Venom Black. He's going to beat the shit out of you again.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, see, dang. All right. So we can even hope for January, April, or May, but realistically, there's no solidified date, and it's probably not happening before the end of this year, huh?
No,
Yeah,
May makes sense.
He can't make it.
January makes sense. May makes sense.
Free smoke is good. He said it's a
It's a lose-lose, yeah. But here's the thing: if
I beat Wero,
you're so good,
nobody gives me props.
But if you're so good, it should be fine, right?
Yeah,
if you're so good, I'm so easy to beat. It should just be a layup for you. And you love a good layup.
I think the
You
case
love a good
is
layup.
doesn't do anything.
Wero's going to
for
be
me.
too hard of a fight. That's what it is. Where
It doesn't do nothing for me.
It's too hard of a fight.
I won't be motivated to train for Wero, and then like.
Well, maybe you'll train for the second fight then, because we can run a trilogy. We'll do the second one in Muay Thai and the third one in boxing.
Yeah, but like spending money, like it costs money to go to Vegas. Man, it's like $2,000 every time I go out there. Like $2,000 for Wero. That doesn't.
No, it's not, because you're constantly begging me for money when we go up there, and you're always sleeping on my fucking floor.
Wait, I'm begging you for money
several times. Always. You never have money. Yeah. You never have money. We go to Vegas. I paid your tab in Vegas a dozen times at least.
For money, Wero?
Several times. Oh yeah.
I literally have said, "Can I have money, Wero, please?"
No, you don't say it like that. You do that 619 thing where you're like, "Hey, bro, you got this?" And I go, "Yeah, I got this," because you don't have any money.
You've never got anything. I've never slept in your garage.
You slept on my floor in the hotel because you didn't have a room.
Where?
You slept on my floor at my house because you didn't have a room. Yeah.
Where?
Yeah. So don't act like you spent $2,000.
The very first one at Smoke Ranch. Yeah. Me and DDP crashed in your living room. Yeah. Yeah. We're the homies. Yeah. Duh.
Hey, so the real question, why don't you want to fight Wero? Why won't you give us a date? Truth be told.
I told you, March 2027. Free Smoke already locked that shit in, bro.
That's a joke.
Next year I'm going to be in Colombia, and then I've got a bunch of plans next year. So I might move to Oregon, or I might move to Hawaii. So, well, it has to be next month or never, Wero,
I thought you just said May 2027 or March 2027. Because if you want to hold to that date, we can hold to that date. I'm fine with it. I'll be like fucking 44. I don't give a shit.
Lock that shit in. Lock it in. Lock it in, Free Smoke.
This January I'll be 43. So.
And Ryan, you lost the gash, so suck my dick. Shut up.
I'm just because we have a lot of fans and everything else, and like I said, there's people who've gone on from Streeteefs to other promotions, and they get in there, they talk some shit, they get in the faces, but they always back it up, man. And I don't know. Some of them might say you just have to step in the cage and just settle it, man. Because you can only talk mess for so long.
This one is the king of backing it up. You know what I mean?
Why not in this situation? We've never seen 619 react the way 619 has reacted this past month. And it's not on par with typical 619 behavior. So I'm just curious, like, what's good?
I don't know. It's just giving this guy what he doesn't want. You know what I mean?
It doesn't matter to me. Like, either you're a duck or we fight and I knock you the fuck out. Like, those are the two options. And I'm good with either.
Like, these lies about me asking Wero for money. I've never asked him for a
Bro, come on. Like I said, you're always like, can you cover this? Between the two of us, I'm definitely not the one that lies all the time.
I've never said, can you pay for this ever in life?
Constantly. I've probably covered, 3 of your fucking Cabo Wabo? Because we stick Cabo Wabo after every event. Constantly, all the time. Him and I. Cabo Wabo.
We would split the tab like grown men. We always split tabs.
That never happened. I paid for almost everything every time.
Do you know how much? Do you know how much blow you snorted on my watch?
I'll give him that one. He's not lying right there.
This guy has literally
lying to that one.
About $300-$400 of pure premium blow.
$300-$400. An 8-ball is not $300.
Never said, "Hey, can you sell me?"
But also, in my defense, that was like 2 years after I paid for all his shit. Okay. Yeah, like years later.
That's crazy, huh? That's wild. I forgot about that. That's just crazy.
So 619, you're telling us you really want to be friends again. That's what you're saying? You really want all of this beef shit to stop. You want to hold hands and go back to the podcast days.
I would like nothing more than me and Wero being in a hotel room somewhere in Riverside just doing blow all night, and then hitting Taco Bell,
The truth comes out.
It really hurts my heart. It really hurts my heart that Mijo created a fake beef to make a fake fight. It's weird.
No, I get the feeling.
Toss that back up there again.
I got a feeling he's truly upset, sir. You know, you may not feel that way, but
I don't feel it, man. I don't feel it.
Right.
Like I understand if I did Wero really dirty, like I jacked him for money.
You just lied to me all the time. Like friends don't lie to each other, and like friends don't lie to each other. And you lied to me all the time. Like we go to have a guest on the show, and I'd be like, "You hit him up," and you're like, "Yeah," and then I'd find out 10 minutes for the show you never talked to him.
So that means we have to fight.
Well, it's just the lies. Like friends and people who are trying to do a podcast together, they don't lie to each other all the time. And when you can never believe something that comes out of your mouth, like I can't build anything with that person. And then past that, your entire persona is just fake. So you have no substance to you. You are fairly useless human being. I just don't see a point in being your friend.
Who is King Cow? Who is this worthless piece of shit as well? You know, it's crazy. All these dudes that talk shit are fucking bums. You know what I mean? Would never step in a ring with me. Have a losing
But when
record.
somebody does want to step in the ring with you, you duck them. So it doesn't matter if they do or not.
Let's treat these other bums. Man, leave Scorpio. I was reading it. If 619 what?
I like that comment too. I was gonna say if you guys don't end up fighting, I mean, would you ever just apologize for some of the lies and shit?
Wero has some.
He never did. He never did. Like he would always call me and beg me to do another season. I'm like, dude, you just got to be better. You can't keep lying to me about everything and just not showing up and leaving it all on me. And he's like, I'll be better. But he just never. He would never apologize, and he never fixed it. But yeah, bottom line, when y'all fighting, that's up to him. January league. You pick it. You said March 2027. I'll hold you to that. I won't say another word until January 2027. And then we can talk about it again.
Mm-hmm.
I already know, cuz. I already know. What up, bro?
Yeah. Oh, anything else, Tom K? What's going on with you guys? Huh? How you guys holding up?
Man, we are on edge because we need a date. We need an answer. We need conclusions, right? And the only conclusion that I'm getting out of all of this is you truly don't want to fight this man. You know what I mean? And granted, Wero feels the way he feels. You don't feel any of how he feels.
Yeah, I feel nothing. Yeah, I feel nothing.
Cool. And I actually believe you because I remember hitting you up a while ago, and I'm like, "Is this what's up?" And you're like, "Well, it ain't no beef on my end."
Yeah, it's weird.
So I see your view. I see his view. Right. Point blank is you're being challenged. And for the first time ever, 619 is not taking that challenge. That tells me 619 either wants this to end or he wants to make amends and can't say that.
Now, let me ask you a question, Samke. And that's a real serious question. Actually, for both of you. Who do you got, Canelo or Bud Crawford? Let's go.
Crawford. Now, back to what I just said, right?
Now, is that because Bud is black? Keep it real.
Nah. Just
beat around the bush.
Yeah, just based off of what I've seen. But back to you two, right? Because this isn't Canelo and Crawford here. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm really getting the feeling like you don't want to fight because it ain't as big of a deal, and you probably want your friend back.
No, it's because it's not an easy fight. It's because it's not an easy fight. He loves to take easy fights. That's all. You go do your thing.
Wow. Maybe that's the case.
And like Venom Black is a tough fight.
You're telling me McPeak was an easy fight, huh?
Yes. Yeah. Like, I mean, I love Brandon, but everybody knew that. Everybody knew that.
According to a poll, half of you dumb fucks in the group thought he was gonna beat me.
So now we care about polls. Because there's one talking about how we should fight. There's one talking about how we should fight.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
5-1.
5-1. Yep. So it doesn't sound like anybody gives a fuck if you win or lose. They just want to see the fight. So why don't you just do it?
All right. You got it. You have a date. You have 2027, 1 round, 10 minutes. Let's go.
All right, okay, I'll take it.
Boom, you got it. You guys got a date, baby. Let's do it.
You said March 2027, 1 10-minute round.
Let's do it.
Done.
Yeah, it'll be
Lock it in. Lock it in. Call Tank.
I will bet you he does something to get himself banned so he never has to show up to it.
That's on him. That's on him.
That's fine. But I just want to put it out there. I bet you he ducks.
I probably will get banned by 2027. I'm already skating on thin ice with hot skates in every branch.
Yeah, so that's why he's pushing it out so far. That's fine.
Yeah.
January was too far, but March 2027, that fucks. I like it. Let's do it. Let's run it.
We got it.
You guys got anything else for me?
Season 4, Wero the Mexican. Let's do it.
You guys got anything else for me?
Nah, I'm surprised, man. We had it right here. We had the whole time, man. We've been here for like 40 minutes, and I don't know how the heck you managed to just dodge around the date and everything else, man. But why is it not within the year 619?
Because he's a bitch.
I mean, because you had the fights, and I mean, I've seen. We all know you can talk some mess and all that, but come on, man. And I'll even bring it back to your original question, just to be fair. You said Canelo or Crawford. Crawford has some good experience, but he does not have some of the people that Canelo has on his resume. Agreed. And because of that, you have some good fights, but there's someone you don't have on your resume, which is right here. So why don't we put him on the resume? And that way, everyone will stop talking, and we'll know 619 never back down or nothing else. But now it's like you're losing fans a couple times here and there, and it's just like, even as a fighter, there's people, it's the moral principle. If you're gonna talk shit, back it up. And we know you'll fight, but the dude you're talking to, you're not trying to fight. Why? Well,
gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and go. You're not going to nail him down or anything, but if you do, let me know.
Wero.
Yeah, it's cool. You guys have a good night. Yep, I'm going to go for a run, so when he finally does decide to see me, he doesn't get that 90-second fight he doesn't want, unless it's him sleeping. Yeah.
Sounds good, Wero. Go for a run. Now. Get out of here.
619.
Get out of here. Eat a dick. And he's out of here. You know what I mean? We all know he's not gonna go for a run. He's gonna crack open a bottle of E&J and fucking drink himself to sleep. He's a fucking drunk. That's why his back keeps going up. That's why his liver's fucked up. That's why he has no cardio, because the guy is an alcoholic. And 619 will not get in the ring with a fighter who doesn't take the game seriously. You know what I mean? Only real fighters. That's why we got Venom Black. That's why we got Bigfoot. That's why we got Colossus. I fight monsters. You know, that guy, not worth my time, bro.
You say so.
Then it must be a quick finish when it goes down.
Yeah, come on. And when it happens, some kids gonna look at me like, cardio is key. Damn, that was embarrassing. Damn, we waited all that time for. Damn, did Wero even hit you? He didn't, huh? Damn, that was a master class. 619. That was a master class. Forgive me and my co-host for all the befuddling comments we said on that one interview back in the day. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, we'll definitely be looking back on all of the shenanigans, all the memes, all the videos and clips created, and this will go down in history for sure.
Absolutely.
You know. Well, shit, man. What you gonna say, buddy?
I was just saying, man, I was a fan. I'm still a little bit of a fan because I have hope, okay? I have hope that you can still take this fight where there's always a chance to make things right or do whatever, man. But I don't know. Until I hear something solid, man, I can't believe it. Sorry.
You got anything, Tom K?
I mean, we got us a date. We got something to look forward to for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm interested in how that's going to play out, to be honest, because I don't believe in the West Coast we've seen a 10-minute round before. So
You know, me and Venom Black are trying to have the first what he said he wants the first 10-round fight or some shit, or the first 8-rounder.
That was good for television, you know, for the podcast. I don't see y'all doing that. I don't see y'all doing that.
If there was ever two fighters that could do it, it's me and Venom Black. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm for it.
Yeah.
I might need a break as ref, but you know, if y'all really gonna, and they'll allow it, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? That would be a true test and a show improved moment for both of y'all.
Yeah.
you know, because it's well known in the West Coast how your cardio is or how you manage, and that'd be something to see. That'd be something to see.
Yeah, yay.
Even 10 rounds would be, 8 or 10 rounds would be fire.
Yeah, because it's only 2 minutes. So I'm sure Ben in Black, like me, is at a real gym. I'm sure Ben in Black spars an hour like I do. I'm sure he spars 90 minutes like I do every Saturday. So cardio is no question for both of us, but I don't think it's gonna go past 5 rounds, probably. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a absolute banger. I'm trying to make it. Well, I'm gonna make it 1-1, force a trilogy. You know what I mean? The best trilogy in Streeteefs history. Me and Ben in Black.
Yeah.
He's coming out here. I don't think that boy's ready for Vegas in August. I think he's gonna melt as soon as he gets off that plane.
It's going to definitely play a role and be a factor for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. And I've been there, done that, so I know exactly how that feels. I fought Arizona, San Bernardino, Vegas, scorching, people passing out, and we still finish fights every time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, levels.
Yeah.
Some key levels to this game, bro.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it, man. For sure. And not to leave Wero out, but I'm looking forward to him and Hitman Hamilton too, because
how do you see that fight going?
Hitman's leveled up, bro.
Yeah, I know. How do you see that fight going?
It's gonna be a tough one for both guys. Because I think I look at them as similar fighters. Wero's not as wild with his punches, but Hitman has cleaned up his punching a lot. You know what I'm saying? He's cleaned up his punching. Wero's cleaned up his cardio some. So it's kind of like two good fighters with bad habits who've worked on said bad habits. So I think it's pretty close. It's going to be a close one. It's going to be a banger.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. It's going to be a great day of fights that day in general.
It's going to be insane. It's going to be the biggest card in the West Coast history. I don't think anything will ever top it. Again, everything after this will be like the card after this one will be like, fuck, who gives a fuck? Who's fighting? Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? That card in September, October, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to take another invasion with top guys coming out, possibly with or without Scarface again. You know, and that's really what's gonna make it a thing. And hopefully they bring a squad, man, because it's really, it ain't much of a point bringing coming out if you ain't bringing your squad. So last time they brought the heavy hitters, but they only had a few. You know what I mean? But they came and showed out. We'll see what's going on this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything else though before we let you go?
That's it, man. You guys got your date, man. You guys got your date. This imaginary fake beef that Wero created in his head over being late to a podcast, over not texting back, fake money I never borrowed in my life. I've never asked a man. If anybody in Streeteefs, if I ever ask you for a dime, please expose me, pull up screenshots. I never asked a man for a dime in my life. I never will. It's different if like you're out with your homies and he gets the first round, I get the second round, and that's just what homies do, right? Or hey, next time we're in Vegas, I spot you. Cool. Yeah, that's he tries to play that off like he let me borrow money or some shit, or I don't know, weirdo shit. It's more weirdo behavior from Wero.
Well, there you have it. We got us a date. We got some shit to go along with it. And shit, man, if you want to give out any social medias, any plugins, now's the time.
There you go. Go check out my boxing page at 619 Boxing. Me teaching the sweet science to all my students. Check out Combat Chorizo is my meme page. Just making fun of people like Wero every day. And that's it. And I'll see you guys in August, maybe June. I'm trying to fight in June. I mean, Wero would have been awesome in June, but I'm kind of bored. I don't want to wait till August. I'm trying to get it in before there. couple layups will be nice before Venom Black. Maybe McPeak. Maybe McPeak says he wants a rematch. Do we give McPeak a rematch or what? You know what I mean?
He's motivated.
Yeah.
I know we got some people like Humble Beast. We got some people like Colossus. There's some big boys on the table. So
yeah.
Pause.
Those guys excite me. You know what I mean? Those guys really get me hard. You know?
Pause.
Yeah.
Hey man, well, it's been a great show, bro.
Always check out the next Big Chorizo podcast. I'm trying to have Fire Chick. I'm trying to have a bunch of scrapyard fighters, a Canadian, Papas, since Papas is gonna invade us. We got the award show coming on. We're gonna collaborate with Scarface for the big award show. So you guys look forward to that.
Hell yeah. Thank you, 619. Hell yeah, I can't wait to see that shit.
All right, brother.
All right, then, ciao.
Oh, that was
What a show.
interesting. Yeah,
what a show.
What a show.
We got us a date. We got us a wait. But we got us a date.
But you guys know, though, you tune in for some fun, but we're still not done yet, because at least we still got a little something extra for you guys, too. So,
refusing to allow limits to hold you back. When you hit that wall, you can either let it stop you or you can break through. Somke speaks from experience when he says cardio is key, cardio is key, cardio is key. And over here at Zuel, we embody our motto, hard work, grit, and determination. Go get your cardio is key shirt today.
oh, buddy, these fighters to watch. All right. So, first off, we have from the scrap yard, like we always start, is Nubby. Now, that was fun because he was our guest the other week. And if you notice, he actually has way more skills than you would even expect, especially with the physical handicap he has. And because of that, he has utilized his skill set from his legs and everything else to his kicks to really create an arsenal that is absolutely dangerous. So when you watch him fight, you're not only impressed, but you want to see more. And he has heart too. So when he can eat a punch, he can take a kick, and he can continue the fight going. So Nubby was definitely made the scrapyard fighter to watch. But now we're going to all the way to the West Coast for Flacco. Flacco's a fun one because when I saw him come out, the biggest thing I love about this is the heart of the fighters. I saw him. This guy came out and he was coming off with a loss and he wanted to come back. And a lot of fighters don't come back. And he obviously was trying to work harder, and you saw him get a little bit better. And I saw his chin tested. He got cracked hard and he did not give up. I saw this dog come out of Flacco where he kept pushing and pushing. And I wanted to put him on the fighter to watch because not only was your chin tested, not only did you have that dog, but you came out to get that win. And you didn't just get a win. You earned a win. And I know that sometimes that could be the fire that elevates people to jump astronomical levels in their training. So please let me see you come back. Let me see what happens when you get training. I want to see what you're about to do, Flacco. Please and thank you. My third fighter comes from the OG yard, High Definition. Now, this is a fun one because High Definition actually was an OG fighter from years ago. So if you look him up, you'll see fights that are like 3, 4 years old, even more. He's been in a couple pop-ups. And I didn't see him for a while. And I was like, I swear I've seen this guy. And when I watched him, you can tell he has been training. He was quick. He was precise. And the level of oomph behind his punch when he hit, holy shit. Please, High Definition. Those fights from 3 years ago are not who you are. Who you are right now is the more I want to see of. So please come back to the yard. Even if it's only the pop-ups, I need to see some more fights. But those are my 3 fighters to watch.
Nice. Fire picks as always.
Fire.
Somke the Fire 5. We're going to start things off at the OG yard. You see it. We have a scrapyard invasion. That's right. Mr. Dadbod representing the OG Yard, and King Kai representing Scrap Yard. These two faced off at the OG Yard in MMA. And man, two staples in their respective branches. Both of these guys intelligent in their use and knowledge of grappling. We see the razor leg kicks. And it wouldn't be a classic fight without the cage door opening. As you can see, the timestamp, 4 minutes, 6 seconds. These men got to work, they got busy, and they got out of there. Street Beef's OG Yard, Mr. Dad Bod versus King Kai. Firefight. Moving on to the Scrap Yard. You see it. You're trying to look at this fight. There's the title on the screen. This is between the Boar versus Short Temper in a boxing match. This was a phenomenal match right here. High output, well paced, continuous body work all throughout the rounds. Beautiful slips throughout, and we had a well-ended conclusion at the end of this fight. Street Beef Scrapyard, the Boar versus Short Temper, firefight. Moving on to Street Beef's West Coast, you see it. We have a rematch right here. Bearded King versus Bill Collector 2. This was a great boxing match. We saw a lot of hammering, slugging punches being thrown, crazy back and forth. These men, foot on the gas, high pace, aggressive. But as we say almost every single episode, cardio is key. Cardio is key. Cardio is key. Street Beef's West Coast, Bearded King versus Bill Collector. Moving back to the OG Yard, we have yet another Scrapyard invasion fight right here. We have Wing C representing the OG Yard versus Crazy Legs representing Scrapyard. These two went at it in a kickboxing match. Both of these guys are modern day legends in their yards. Two of the most entertaining fighters, two of the most highly skilled fighters in their disciplines, two true fighters. Both of these guys, real artists, and they gave us one banger of a fight. And unfortunately, we had a mishap at the end of the fight, which kind of ended it a little soon. But nonetheless, this was a firefight. Street Beef's OG Yard, Wing C versus Crazy Legs. And then we're going to end things off tonight back at the Scrapyard. If you're trying to look this fight up, you see the title on the screen. This is Otake versus Andrew in a boxing match. Man, this was a hell of a fight right here because we actually saw two newcomers. One guy seemed pretty comfortable. Another fighter seemed pretty nervous. And throughout the match, you see him actually he becomes comfortable throughout the fight, and you see him start to do his thing. It was very impressive to see. Great competitive match. Both of these guys fighting for momentum, and both of these guys displaying great heart. Street Beef Scrapyard, Otake versus Andrew, Samkan the Fire 5.
Straight fire.
Yeah.
Always.
Yes, sir.
And, they had a pre-fire show, Fire 5. That's what I'm talking about. I'm a little busy later, so that means I have to watch the Fire 5 tomorrow, unfortunately. But you're still going to get the views.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Great fights as always.
Even though we're having fun and, I don't want to be anywhere else on a Wednesday, is it about time that we start to kind of wrap up the show?
It's about that time, bro. Want to give a shout out to our guests. Thank you, Wero. Thank you, 619. We appreciate you guys and your time. We got a date. We got to wait. Shout out to Street Beef's OG Yard, Scrap Yard, West Coast, Dirty South. We do this for y'all. Shout out to the greatest co-host, Buddy V. Shout out to the greatest producer, Jay. We do this every week. Thank you to everyone watching us live, everyone watching us on playback. We do this for y'all. Everyone in the comment section, we appreciate y'all. We do this for y'all. Shout out to Overtime Hustling Magazine. Shout out to Heart in the Fight. Shout out to zwellworld.com. That's where you can get your cardio is key shirts. That's where you can get your Zwell merch, and that's also where you can find some of the MMA Underground merch as well. zwellworld.com. Check it out. And that's pretty much it for me, man. I'm here, same time, same place every week.
Heck yeah. Shout out to Zuwell. You know what we do over here. So, you know the Instagram is Zwell_BuddyV. You see the website zwellworld.com. And you know the Facebook is Zwell World. So why are you guys not following it all? You know, you should be on everything. Man, I have too much fun over here too. It's a blast, not only being able to talk to the guests and make the merch and have fun, but just being here with you guys. I mean, this was an interesting show, and it definitely was one for the books. Yeah. I couldn't do this. Samke, we kill this every single Wednesday. And yeah, I've been checking out some other podcasts. Nobody does it like we do. Especially because our producer Jay, keeping it way too smooth back there. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna have to start keeping like little flashcards. That way, be like, oh, we gotta make Jay say this. And thank you everyone watching. I had a good time, fun as always, and I'm a little nervous because my fight back after 2 years of MMA weight, and I've been training, getting some sparring and everything, is this Saturday, a few days away. So I'm definitely nervous, and we'll see how it goes. I
You
can't
been
wait.
sparring?
Yes, sir. Been getting lots of good
Okay.
sparring in. And my two
Okay.
compliments I got was that my footwork has improved tremendously, and everyone's really impressed of that and the fluidity. I am no longer very stiff. I don't fight like that. So that way when I throw my combos or my punches and stuff, it looks a lot more nice. You can tell I've been practicing. And yeah, I'm excited. Excited and nervous. Excited and nervous. So we'll just hope. But Jay's famous words, we'll end the show like we always do. One world, one love, deuces.
Hey!